What is far more rare than people realize? Solid brown fur cats. Apparently it's some kind of recessive gene in them. People who remain friends with you once you leave school. Green eyes make up just 2% of the global population. Northern Lights. The amount of people I've heard say, "We've come all this way. What time do they come on?" is staggering. Bit of peace and fucking quiet. Serial killers. Blimps. I live in Northeast Ohio near the Goodyear hangar. We see them all the time. I had to pull up a list. That Northeast Ohio has 3 out of 4 operating Goodyear blimps named Wingfoot 1, 2 and 3 only. Maybe 12 are operating anywhere in the world, with a total of 25 existing at all. But we see them all the time at Wingfoot Lake Disc Golf Course. A stable, loving, peaceful domestic life. Humility and an understanding that we're sometimes the victim and sometimes the perpetrator. No one is ever just one or the other. Clean water. My son and I have been discussing this lately. He is a chemical engineer and works exclusively with water. Many of the studies he has been published on also have to do with clean water and forever chemicals. Water is a huge issue that is becoming bigger every day and normal people are forgetting about it. Flint, Michigan is in year 9. Helium. We have a male tortoiseshell cat. Cat people tend to know they're quite rare, but others probably don't. Heroin. It's pretty much all fentanyl and xylazine at this point. Source: some addictions counselor. Stay safe out there, kids. Critical thinking skills. Good, honest friends who don't have ulterior motives. The ones that genuinely enjoy your company and friendship. Hold on to them. The percentage of people with eating disorders that are underweight 5 of suffers. People in genuinely happy, healthy, well-adjusted relationships. Trees. We're the only planet that we know that has them, thus making them rarer than diamonds in the universe. Floor being lava. My goodness, was that a big concern of mine growing up. That and quicksand around every corner. Kids getting kidnapped by random strangers in public. My parents always acted like every adult on the street was a potential abductor and that child kidnapping was rampant. But I never knew anyone who actually got kidnapped, and the statistics really don't back up their level of anxiety. I'm in my mid-20s now, and they still act like I'm gonna get attacked by some rondo on the street at any moment. Based on personal experience and statistical evidence, I am much more afraid of violence from those I am close to than I am of strangers. Genuine kindness with no ulterior motive. Empathy. When people want to and are able to understand the experience of another human being, without projection of own ideas and experiences onto others. True love. Real friends. Having loving and supportive parents and a good home life growing up. I think this stereotype is pushed a lot by Hollywood and TV. Because writers tend to be people whose creativity was nurtured by their supportive parents and they write what they know. It's why almost every family on TV lives in a picturesque suburbia. Maybe with a pool, 2 loving parents and a comfortable life. A true friend who is always honest, genuine and shows how much they care. People giving out drugs with Halloween candy. A loving relationship. That alone puts you ahead of 99 of the world and pretty much every billionaire. Very few people get to experience that. I have a treasure at home and that affects all things in my life because suddenly it's not so stressful. Self-awareness. Man-to-man compliments. I remember about my 7th grade year. It was probably 1994. Me and my friends started telling each other we love you, man. Being good friends with the other dude and telling them you love them. That is more rare than anything. We got obnoxious. We just kept telling each other, bro, I love you. No, bro, I love you more. No, bro, you're the fucking man more than me. It was so silly. But still today I think about it and smile. I still miss and love my boys. I try to compliment men and tell them they are killing it as much as I can. Any compliment is amazing. I usually do some dumb shit like, damn bro, you're killing it. Affordable housing. Finding a soulmate. People who have the patience and desire to accommodate the needs of the disabled. Ask me how I know. Absolute silence and being in a place where no man-made light exists. Being a multi-millionaire. Lots of people faking it out here. Gold. All the gold ever mined in the world would fit in a cube less than 70 on each side. Women achieving orgasm from penetration alone. The realization that you, in fact, are not the center of the universe. An honest politician. Dissociative identity disorder. Stranger danger. Children being kidnapped by strangers. Loving our life and the body we get to live it in. The time that you have with your close ones before it passes away. Good kissers. Wood. It's rarer than diamonds in the known universe. Deaths from nuclear power. Pollution from coal power kills more people every day than nuclear power has in its entire history. Breaking 90. Common sense. Original questions on Reddit. Dying of cancer. 1 in 2 people will develop cancer in their lifetime. But the risk of dying from it with medical intervention is apparently quite low. Functional families. Natural blondes. It occurs in about 2 of adults, but bottle blondes are everywhere. Integrity. Being born as a human. Twins. If we accept that every story on the "Am I the asshole?" verse is true, then having twins is clearly the catalyst for some truly awful, antisocial behavior. The fucks I have to give. Redheads. Literally being alive, it's crazy how overlooked it is. Men over 6 tall. The chances you'll be the victim of random violent crime. Being alive. Steak. Green eyes. Social mobility. Not that it's rare, but it's not nearly as common as people would like to believe. Jews. We're ubiquitous. But there are actually only 16 million of us. Which is only 0.2 of the 8 billion people on the planet. I think most men know this. But fewer than 15 of US men are over 6 feet tall. Multiple women have been surprised learn I am 5 feet 10. And told me they assumed I was several inches taller than that. Including some that were just a couple inches shorter than me. An ungroped bottom at the BBC. Self-awareness. True friends. I have a copy of Tiger Woods Golf on PS1 that has a hidden episode of South Park in it if you put the disc in your computer. The devs put it in there to fill up disk space and help with load times, but kids found out and they had to recall the game.